Hello friends, my name's Lunernight and welcome to a game called Summer Nightmare. This was a free game I found on Steam. So we're gonna play it. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go. Oh my god. Holy shit, you're loud. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Sorry about that. This issue received even more attention as the victim was the only son of XX group president. Now the third class of juniors in Cali High School is left with only one student. I didn't want to hear it anymore, so I turned it off. Our classmates have been killed one by an unknown killer, and I am the only one who is left. I still have to go to school, even if no one is left. My father, according to Mom, had died in an unfortunate accident, soon after my mom. Whatever, let's stop thinking about it and go to school. See you later, Mom, Dad. The principal thinks that I'm the murderer, not to mention that he thinks I killed Kai. He was my childhood friend and I would never kill him. He was my childhood friend. I would never kill him. It's break time. The students in the hallway are giving me the looks. Could they be suspecting me too? Hey, isn't that the guy who killed all of his classmates? And he has the nerve to show up at school? Scary stuff, really. Everyone's whispering to each other while staring at me. I pretend that I didn't hear anything, but I couldn't help lowering my head. Neil, are you okay? Yeah. Don't listen to them. They're just saying stupid stuff without knowing anything about you. At least you trust me. Of course, I know you're not that kind of person. She's got a lot of personality. Lena is the only one who believes me. Lena has been my friend since childhood, so far. Suddenly a group of bullies came to me. He's the famous murderer, right? She's got some nerve showing up like that, you murderer. Did your mother teach you to be like that? Don't you dare say bad things about my mother. Oh, right, this bastard has no mother. Would you look at his face? At this rate, he'll kill us all, am I right? Guys, stop it! Who's this bitch? Is she one of your hoes? Hey! You guys better be careful, he might stab you. Lena flushed with anger as they were all chuckling. We all clutched his fist. Suddenly a boy who was holding a book with an annoyed face appeared before us. You guys are so noisy. You know that? Could you please shut up? You've already noticed, be quiet. What? You don't run the hallway, so shut up. You nerd. Being stupid ain't something to be proud of. Cut it out. He's Oscar. His teacher's pet. Messing with him might cause some trouble. Let's head back. Scared of Oscar, the bullies became quiet and went back to their classroom. The boy saved us. He must be a good guy. Thanks. Thanks for what? For saving us. Me? Save you guys? Huh? Honestly, I came out here only because the hallway was too noisy. You guys too. Stop being so noisy and get out of my way. I'm sorry about the stereotypical voice. It's just the first one I came up with. Oscar walked coldly away from us. He isn't as nice as I thought. Kind of annoying, to be honest. What's wrong with him? Are you okay, Lena? I'm fine. I should get back to class. You should go back to class also. Forget about what everyone says. Shut up. Okay, Lena. Have fun in class. Lena leaves and I'm left alone in the hallway. A lot has changed in a day. Kai, who is a close friend of mine, died, and people think that I killed him. It's hard to even breathe when I hear what they say about me. I broke the promise that I made with Lena and left the school. But if I knew what was awaiting me, I would not have left the school. I left the school and arrived at the temple. This is the temple that I used to come too often with my mother. I visited here often when I got sick or something really bad happened to me. But it is my first visit since my mother's passing. It feels quite awkward to come here on my own. The temple had a both heavy and bizarre atmosphere. It even feels like someone is watching. I kneeled over the cushions and closed my eyes. I wish I could prove my innocence and everything falls back into place. I feel like something's changed and I'm probably just imagining it, but the temple looks more red than before. The emptiness of the temple gives me the creeps. Guess I'll go back home. It's pouring outside. Pretty sure it was sunning just then, but now it's all foggy and dark. Wait, what time is it now? It's still only 2 p.m. Although it's been a while since I started walking toward the bus station, no one's in the streets. The stores are all closed too. It felt like I came to a completely different world. I decided to just wait for the bus at the stop. Finally, the bus is here. But wait, I don't see the driver. No one's driving it? But how could that happen? I moved backwards and quickly got off of the bus. The bus with no one inside disappeared into an empty space. I suddenly felt the cold, so I ran home through the rain. As soon as I arrived home, the phone rang. It almost felt like somebody knew that I had just arrived. The ringtone feels ominous. I tried to calm down and answer the phone call. On the telephone, I could hear a robotic voice. I'm in the 5th classroom for juniors. If you don't come now, your girlfriend Lena will taste the horror that she will never forget. Lena? Lena! I rushed to the school as soon as I hung off the phone. I was worried that something might happen to her. Please be safe. I don't know who it is, but Lena is in danger. I want to find out who is threatening me. First off, I need to get to the classroom and save her. Where am I? My homeroom teacher is standing in front of his desk, and Trey, the classroom president, standing next to him. The seats are filled with class students. The students seemed to be worried and started whispering to each other. The teacher slammed the desk twice with his attendance book. Our classroom, the class president, even Kay. They were obviously all dead, but how? Okay, guys, calm down. If you follow my instructions, everyone will be safe. Yeah, guys, let's settle down and listen to what he has to say. Now, a Medusa is roaming around the school. I don't know where it came from. Anyway, when you encounter her, you should run away and you don't dare fight against it. If you make eye contact with it, your heart rate will rise drastically. Eventually, it will explode. If something happens, come to me at once. I'll be in the office. If something happens to me, the class rep will be your leader. The HR teacher was getting out of the classroom and stopped. Alright, remember that you cannot get out of the school. I'll go down to the office and find a way to resolve this problem. Okay! The teacher took the attendance book and left the classroom. Trey opened his mouth and everyone looked at him. United we stand, divided we fall. We all know what it means. We have to stick together and get out of here. This place is dangerous, so let's try to find a safe place. Follow me. Trey left the classroom after he finished speaking, and the rest of the class followed him. What, Medusa? What the hell were they talking about? And how is everyone all alive? This must be a dream. I closed my eyes and tried to wake up. I realized none of this was a dream. This is not the time for this. Lena! I have to find Lena. Lena! I walked in rashly, shouting Lena's name, but the classroom was empty. Nobody's here? Wait, that's Lena's hairpin. I went to Lena's seat in a heartbeat. Music book? Music room. Maybe Lena's in the music room. Let's go there. Nobody's in the music room. No one's here either. I should go somewhere else. Israel tries to get out of the music room. Huh? Try to get out of here, but it was pushed back by the music room by something, a big something. Push, flip. Oscar was the one who pushed me back. Why would he do such a thing? Oscar's face was covered in sweat. The hell are you doing? You're the one who carelessly opened the door. There was a Medusa outside. A Medusa? Yeah, the Medusa is wandering around to eat everyone. Are you saying there's a Medusa outside? Your surrounding will turn red when Medusa is around. You're lucky that you're still alive. But our friends are still out there. I mean, Lena might be out there too. Oscar quickly stopped me from getting out. I tried to shake him off, but it didn't work. Now you're acting suicidal. I don't want you to die. I don't want to die with you, so calm down. But... told you. The victims. 11th grade, 3rd class, Round, Fusen, Anno, Yono. Those guys are from our class. You really think me that you're still alive. This is not the time for that. What all am I supposed to say? That I feel sad for those guys? Get your shit together, man. I don't know how all this happened, but we can't do anything about the people who are already dead. What matters is that we get out of here safely. Warning them won't do anything. Anyway, your girlfriend seems to be alive, so relax. Girlfriend? The blue-haired girl who helped you in the hallway. Isn't she your girlfriend? Not yet. Yeah, whatever. It's silent outside now. Shall we head out? I'm gonna save. Yeah. I came back to our class, but no one was there. Flowers were placed on some of the desks. This wasn't here before. Looking closer, I found that blood was splattered on all the flowers. Is this a doing of the Medusa? Where are you going now? To look for some clues that might get us out of here. I'll go to the broadcasting room first. That's where the broadcast came from. So something must be there. You? I have to find Lena. Do you know where she is? I don't. If you think about finding her without any information, you should just give up. Why don't you follow me? Maybe we'll find Lena while we're looking for other clues. You're right, but... Well, it's your funeral. Fine, but help me find Lena. Someone opened the door of the classroom roughly. Trey. It's Trey. He's alive. Trey? Real! You're alive. What about the other guys? The others were... They were caught by the Medusa. I barely made it out alive. I should've looked after him. Trey couldn't finish his sentence and started crying. I pat him on the shoulder to comfort him. Losing his friends right before his eyes, it must have hurt him so much. I only took a glimpse of the Medusa head. It was horrifying. Surrounded by red aura, bloody skirt, creepy hair. Just the hindsight of what he saw was enough to make him shudder. Are you okay? We have to get the hell out of here, Real. Where were you headed? The broadcasting room on the 3rd floor. We thought something might be there. The broadcasting room? I was already there just now. The door was locked. Hang on. You went to the 3rd floor while being chased by that freak? Oscar stared at Trey with his eyes slightly open. Trey glanced at Oscar a bit and continued speaking. I realized I was on the 3rd floor when I got there. Anyway, it would be no use when you get to the 3rd floor. Come with me to the ground floor. I gotta get to the office. Oscar, what do you think? I'm not going to the office, Real. If you want to go, you can go alone. Besides, I think I heard screams from downstairs. I'll follow the class rep. Let's get to the office and meet the teacher. The hallway to the 1st floor seems slightly blue. It's also totally silent and empty. I wouldn't be surprised if something pops out at the end of the corridor. Oh, well, leaving Oscar alone bugs me a little, but there's no other way. We entered the office with Trey. Real! Trey! Teacher. I felt relaxed when I saw the teacher's face. I see him every day, but given the occasion, I felt particularly relaxed. I'm so glad to see you're alive. What happened to the other kids? The other kids were... Of course, the broadcast was right. It relieves me to see that you guys are safe at least. I was waiting here in case other students needed me. Is there anything we can do to help? There must be a way to get out of here. Well, can you go find some clues that will help us escape? I want to find Oscar. The 3rd floor hallway is cold. Where did Oscar go? First, let's go to the nearest library. There's no one in the library. Why don't we investigate the books? There are way too many books. How are we supposed to find anything from here? Let's look at the school description page. The what? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. It's weird that there is nothing at all. Don't description pages usually give information about the history of the school, their faculty, usually? I doubt we can get any information from here. Let's move on and get to the next classroom. No one here either. No Oscar. It sure is scary to come to the science lab when it's so dark. The science room with the smell of chemical products is so ominous. The human body model of the science room looks like it's staring at us. The irregularly placed experimental tools are also unsettling. Wait, there's something like this in the science room? I've never seen this before. A syringe in a strange shape. We never use such a thing in the science lab. Suddenly I heard a voice from behind. Oscar? Weird, isn't it? Oscar, where the hell have you been? This place wasn't a school originally. What are you talking about? We were in the computer room. You better not walk around so loudly like that, or the Medusa will find us. I was so preoccupied with finding a clue I couldn't think about the noise. Follow me to the computer room. I have something to show you. I entered the computer room and saw a girl sitting in front of the computer. It's Jane. I met her on the 3rd floor. Hi. Hi. Have you been alone the whole time? I was in the cafeteria with everyone, but the bullies took all the foods and caused a scene. Everyone's probably still in the cafeteria. Anyways, what's this? Trey points to the computer screen. The screen is blue and I was curious about it too, so I looked at Oscar. We were looking for ways to end this whole thing, just like you guys. This is what I found. It's documented 20 years ago. 20 years ago? It looks like a map. Yep, it's a map. A map of this building. But it looks a little different. That's the important part. Instead of classrooms, there are laboratories. So Oscar and I were speculating that the school was a research facility before. You could even see journals left by the researchers. A journal? 19-something. Experiment number 137 was very successful. At this rate, we might be able to bring it to life as soon as the boss said. We can do it. Our school was a research facility. I never knew. This is news for us. Thanks for letting us know, Real. Let's tell this to our teacher. Yeah. What's the point in telling him that our school is a research facility? He probably already knows about it. You're right. Let's investigate a bit more. Where should we go? School cafeteria. Start with what I can do. The passage to the basement will be on the first floor. As soon as I opened the door, the loud room suddenly became quiet. What's going on here? Hi. What do you want? Thought it'd be helpful to share some information. So, why don't we find a way out together? If we all unite, we'll be able to escape. How? How? At this moment, we don't know, but surely we'll be able to figure it out soon. Also, we had to run away from the Medusa without eating anything. Can you share some food with us? If you didn't figure out a way to escape, but you're trying to grab our food, it would be suicidal to walk around so carelessly. We'll wait here for the rescue. There's no food for you. Now get lost. Unlike what we expected, we were faced with a cold response. But enough. Nothing's gonna change the selfish minds. It's not even worth it. Let's go. Oscar left the cafeteria because he was upset and angry. Real, let's go. I said get lost. Ouch. Jane was knocked down by the push of the bully. Are you okay? You bastards. I'm fine. Let's go. I'm scared. Jane's leg is bleeding. I helped Jane get out of the cafeteria. The old Jane's when we met in the infirmary, which is right next to the cafeteria. The pure white color of the infirmary contrasts with the outside. Coming to a bright spot suddenly made my eyes hurt. Sit here. I can do this alone. Stay still, I'll do it for you. Judging by the smell, it seems like somebody was here just before. The bed was covered by the infirmary curtain. Seems suspicious. Open the curtain. Something is strange. Should I open it? Oh! On the bed there was a body of the school nurse lying down with blood around. Put my hand on the nurse's neck, but I couldn't feel anything. It seems the nurse was not attacked by the Medusa. It seems like somebody killed her by strangling her neck. Who the hell would do this? What is this? The nurse is holding a yellow sticky memo paper. I took the sticky memo from her hand and read it. I think we should go back to the cafeteria. The cafeteria was crowded, so it was pretty safe there. Also, if this turns out to be a clue for us to escape from here, I might be able to get some help from the bullies. Unlike before, the cafeteria was awful quiet. What the hell is this smell? As soon as the door was open, I could smell a foul stench. This smell. It felt like something was warning us not to go any further, but on the sticky memo it said meat for feeding 2-3 number 7. I guess these numbers were for organizing the meat? The cafeteria, once filled with students, was now empty. Did everybody go to another place? We went into the cafeteria. Yeah! Jane's scream made us stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I looked to where Jane's eyes were on what I saw. Almost made us throw up. Yuck. There were corpses. They were torn apart to the point it was difficult to identify them. They probably were the kids from the cafeteria earlier. For God's sake. This is terrible. They didn't deserve this. But we couldn't not hear anything when we were in the infirmary. It happened so suddenly. We killed everyone in such a short time. It sent shivers down my spine. I thought it would be possible to avoid the Medusa by being wary of its moving sound. Besides, if I had not been kicked out of the cafeteria, I'll go to the storage. We'll salvage some foods. I tried to calm my trembling hands and went to the storage. It was a total mess. Maybe the guys in the cafeteria messed it up. I followed the label and moved along. 1-2, 1-38. Why don't I see a 1-2 number 7 here? No matter how I look, 237 was not there. The first number always ended in 1. None would be on 2. Oh, what the hell? We've got what we need. Let's go if you're done checking too. Sure. Oscar came back to the storage and talked to me. It was then when I heard a rustling sound behind me. Don't tell me it's a survivor. Oh my god. Hey! What is up? We looked back to check the source of the rustling sound and found a student in a horrible state. Her face was hard to identify as it was covered in blood. Furthermore, the wounds did not appear to be caused by the Medusa. Her eyes had been torn out, which seemed to be a self-inflicted injury. Who's there? I can hear a voice. Come here, I will save you from all of this. Medusa, she can't do anything if you don't make eye contact. If you have no eyes, you can survive this. The eyeless student was holding a knife. The child crawls toward us. Real, take Jane with you. Real, take Jane with you. Let's get out of here. Without gaining any information, we ran from the cafeteria. What? To report to my teacher what happened so far, I went back to the school office. However, he wasn't there. Teacher? Guess he's not here. Wait, isn't that tree over there? Hey, it's you guys. The teacher went somewhere. What's going on? I have something to say to him. Were you here the whole time? Yes, I was helping him. I'm the class rep after all. Are you okay? Anyone could tell that Jane was in a bad state. Yes, I'm scared. Medusa is scary too, but I'm more scared about the students. Jane begins to cry. Don't cry. Hey, you don't need to cry about it. Trey and Oscar try to comfort Jane. I thought it wouldn't be necessary for me to engage. Huh? The door was open. Every door in the school office was supposed to be locked. Let's check. Notes? What does it say? Looks rather strange. Perhaps it's a message from the principal? Food ready to be prepared. Status check 12, 10, 14. Cellarage, no entry. Feed is prepared. Okay. October 14th. That's yesterday? What kind of order is this? There were other files underneath the note. It looks like a file that conveys the identities of the researchers. The nurse? These are all of our school's faculties. Teachers were involved in the research institute too? I couldn't understand a thing. It feels as if someone's disturbing my thought process. What is it? Teacher! You guys are all here. What happened to you guys? Oscar begins to talk about what happened so far. The teacher's face turns serious as he listens to the story. When Oscar finishes the story, the atmosphere of the school office turns heavy. The teacher roughly swept down his face and began to talk. At this point, I'll have to tell you everything. The fact is, our school was... And Mr. Kim, is this how you handle things at work? Somebody reported that they heard a pounding noise from the first floor. What's going on? You still couldn't have it under control? I couldn't control the Medusa. That's why I locked it in the basement. Well, the least you could do is not make it so obvious. You're right. I have nothing to say. Are you even feeding it properly? Right now, all we have is pork, but that won't be enough. Mr. Kim, I haven't told you how to change its food? Boss, I mean principal, that's... Don't talk back and do as I say. Say, why don't you start with some students from your class? But sir, I can't do that. Now you're washing your hands off? I'll admit our experience wasn't ethical, but it brought us to where we are today. Cover it up. We group built a school here. It's too late to just step out of this. If we tried to run away, we would have you killed and your family. I hope you understand what I said. Go and do what I asked. Yes. What a while. We were researchers at the XX Institute, and the principal was our boss. After the school was built, he tried to shut us up and hired us as teachers to take care of the Medusa. We were forced to do it. Anyway, so basically we were threatened by the principal and followed his order. The group. Oh my god. So the nurse too? Right, she was a researcher too. Can't believe something like that would happen in our school. Yet the principal accused me of murder. I feel so guilty that I can't do anything about this. Please, I should have stopped the principal at all costs.
I'm so sorry for the dead students.
Teacher, you were also a force. The principal is to blame. If only I knew how terrible he was.
Thank you for letting me tell you that, but I bear responsibility also. Let me tell you how to get to the basement. The entrance to the basement is behind the bookshelf to the principal's office. Let's go there. We headed to the principal's office with the homeroom teacher. Here, behind the bookshelf. As the homeroom teacher pulls out the bookshelf, a small door appears.
So this is the door that leads to the basement.
I bet Lena is there also. Let's go.
Wait a second. Look outside.
Oh my. Red shadows emerge on the other side of the window.
Medusa is already. We have to hurry. No, if we go down there, we'll get caught right away. Maybe it's better to escape the principal's room.
Lena is there alone. We have to go there. Oscar intervened to stop our argument.
Be quiet, everyone. Just get in here for crying out loud.
I will stop that monster. Go ahead and find a way to save Lena and all of us. But I have to pay for what I did.
Teacher, we haven't got the time for this. Hurry up.
Teacher will be back soon. Please stay safe. You guys too. We opened the door and began to enter one by one. Trey, aren't you coming in?
I'll stay here and help our teacher. I'm the class rep after all.
Alright, please be careful. Leaving Trey and the homeroom teacher behind, we headed to the basement. I hope everyone is safe. It's time to save Lena. The door leads to the basement. I relied on the small light that came to come down the ladder.
It's dark and stinks.
Jane grabbed her nose and the foul stench hit us. It's the stench of corpses rotting. The basement is dark and wet. We couldn't do anything but wait until we got used to the darkness and figured out where the smell came from.
Yeah!
Oh. After being accustomed to the darkness, we saw mutilated body parts. Jane screamed and collapsed.
They're our classmates.
The bodies of the missing students were all here. But where is Kai? However, the last victim, Kai, is missing. Jane was shivering in fear, led the way.
Let's go inside. I don't want to be here any longer.
We found a door and stepped inside deep inside the basement.
Why is there a room in the basement?
Let's go inside. What is this place? I took the lead and opened the door. However... The moment I came in, the door closed. Inevitably, Jane and Oscar had to wait outside. Great. Is it a laboratory? It's a bit weird. The room seemed like a laboratory. One weird thing was that everything here was covered in red. It seemed to be blood. Moreover, the room is filled with jars that contained bloody organs. Ew. Ugh. Real frowned upon the disturbing view. What was that? I hear a sound somewhere. Following the sound, I went deeper into the room. Is it a prison? Why is there a prison? It's Lena! Lena was locked in a jail with an iPad and a gag. I have to free her, but the door is locked. It seems like you have to unlock the device to open it. Let's find the key in the room. Open the big pot. Why is there a pot here? Pot seemed out of place. Let's see, should I open it? Kai, why is Kai's body here? Every part of his body except his face was mangled horribly. Was Kai another victim in the principal's plan? Kai is the son of the principal. Why would he kill his son? Why would he do such a horrible thing to his son? Just why? Somebody screamed outside. It's Jane screaming. I left the room hastily. Luckily, the door opens from inside. Trey, what are you doing there? Oh. Trey grabbed Jane's neck and threatens her with a knife. Oscar, what's Trey doing?
Jane is in danger. Crazy bastard.
Yeah, I might be crazy, but who wouldn't turn crazy in the situation that I'm in? What? You guys are selfish.
There he goes again.
The hell are you talking about? They can live on after the night ends, but I'll banish. I won't let the night end. I'll reign here forever. Stop ruining my plan. Then you know everything. Yeah, the principal was behind all of this. You all know that the principal was the president of the group. I don't want to die. I want to live forever. The HR teacher, could he be? By now he's probably being eaten mercilessly. You bastard. This is not good for everyone. Please stop. It's a shame you ended up that way. If you truly feel sorry for me, get out of that room at once. This is an order, not a request. If you give up about ending this night, I'll let the girl go too. Trey seems like he's really going to stab Jane. What should I do? Try and talk it out. You don't have to do this. Better make a quick decision. I tried to change Trey's mind, but it seems not to work. The red shadow started to come from behind. It's the Medusa. This is the first time it felt food that the Medusa was coming. What? Oscar and I look into each other's eyes. We nod as if we agreed on something. Hey Trey, isn't that our teacher behind you? The awkward voice of Oscar made me cringe. What kind of idiot would fall for that? Huh? What? But how? He's should be dead. Ah! Trey looked back after hearing what Oscar said. Jane, Oscar, get in here quickly. I successfully entered the room with Jane and Oscar. I hurried and closed the door. Trey seems to be screaming outside. Before Medusa gets here, we have to end everything and save Lena. Look at the bed! There's a bed in the center of the room. On the bed, there was the body of a woman. She must have been one of the victims of the Medusa experiment. What a tragedy. The face of the woman was demolished to the point it was impossible to identify. Let's cover her face. Yeah. Oscar took Jane's suggestion and covered the woman's face with a white cloth. Rest in peace. Hope you're in a better place. Suddenly the ground started to shake. I could not stand on my own. I tried to grab the doorknob. The shaking started to cease. Lena! The shaking stopped completely and the locked door opens. I helped Lena move carefully and opened the door with the other students. The light's coming in! The night is over. The morning is coming. Everything is over. Come on, Rio. We'll be late at this rate. Rio, how are you? You guys are always together. You're really dating now. Don't say that. Lena, let's go to class. Don't make noise in the hallway. Go to the classroom straight away. After the night ended, everything went back into place. The principal was being investigated by the police with the evidence that I found in the basement. Our HR teacher, he passed away that day, and everyone in the school commemorates him with respect. Everything's revealed and resolved. Now I must get back to my life too. I wonder though, did the principal go so far as to kill his own son? What? That was the whole game? Well, I guess, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of whatever I decide to make. Lunernight signing out. Bye!